But you mentioned Mariah May. I do want to go back to that real quickly. It was reported by Fightful this past week that she's in a contract year right now. And obviously, she's been perfectly booked since she showed up here in WWE, or rather AEW, not WWE. She was linked from Tony Storm with the start, and they had that whole storyline. She won the championship last year at All In, which she held for a while. She only lost it last month, and then she failed to regain it at Revolution. So, she was perfectly booked. I would be very shocked if she were to go anywhere. You said that you would rather see her in WWE, but I think all signs are pointing to her staying put in AEW. So what are your thoughts on Mariah May's situation? I know you said you want to see her in WWE, but isn't it safe to assume she's probably staying right where she's at?
I guess it depends on what she wants to do. She's going to be 27. It's pretty much the prime of your career. Does she want to go to WWE or does she want to stay in AEW? I think it really depends on how she sees her career. Not that she's done everything in AEW. She had the championship for a little bit. She had the big feud with Tony. Probably not going to have a bigger feud than that. They pretty much put all their eggs in that basket, and she that's what she did. So, if she wants to be on the big stage, I think going to WWE would make sense. Because, like I said, I don't think pretty much probably won't get any better than it currently is right now. So for her, at least, like I said, she had the long title reign, the big feud. If she really wanted to work at WWE, I don't know why you wouldn't take the chance now.
Yeah, well, that being said, I was thinking like there's a lot more for her to do in AEW. Like you said, she had her biggest feud. It's not going to get bigger than that, but nothing, I think, for the women's division. It's going to be very hard to top that. That feud went on for a long time, so that is going to be difficult to top. That being said, though, she can always go after the TBS championship. There's a lot more women for her to work with, I think. So I say it's a slam dunk that she's staying put. I really don't think she's leaving. But at the same time, though, Jade Cargill, she was in AEW. She went undefeated for 3 years. She held that TBS championship. As soon as she lost it, she left. Not left the company, but she took time off. Came back for a one-off to get it back, lost, and then she was gone from the company. So literally her entire run with the company, for the most part, was her being a champion. And then she left. Like, you would think, oh, she hasn't worked with Britt Baker yet or Thunder Rosa. I think she actually beat her for the TBS title. But there were a lot of women that she didn't even work with at that point. And then she just left, So I think Mariah May, could you see her following that same formula, going to WWE?
That's kind of what I was kind of hinting at.
Yeah.
That, she's had a good run so far, but if she wants to be in WWE, this is probably the best chance for her to go. She's coming off, like I said, the title reign, big feud. Her stock's pretty high right now. Who knows in 3 to 4 years what they do with her, what's going on. So, if you want to make it to WWE, WWE is the biggest company. I know people don't like to hear that, but if you're a wrestler, you might be the dumbest thing you could ever say is, I don't want to go to WWE. I think that's just the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. But I think the end of the goal is to go to the top league and top company, and that would be WWE. And like I said, coming off the year that she's had, it'd be pretty surprising if she doesn't take up on it. I know MJF did. People thought he'd go to WWE and he stayed. But I wouldn't say he's been lighting the world on fire either. So I think she should go. Maybe she'll stay, but I think it'd be a prime spot for her to go. Like I said, she's in the prime age of her career.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, like you said, she's 27. Is that what you said earlier?
Mm-hmm.
So, she could always go when she's 30. She could sign another 3-year deal. She could be a bigger star currently in AEW and continue to build her stock, which it's at an all-time high right now, I agree. But I think she could stay there and continue to be a big star in AEW, depending on how she's booked. She could be back on fucking as a Collision regular when she comes back. We have no idea. I don't think that'd be the case, but we just don't know. As opposed to going to WWE now, probably getting overshadowed by a lot of the women that they have. You talk about Bianca, Rhea, Io, among a lot of the other women, Roxanne being called up, Bayley's still there, Charlotte's still there, Tiffany's a big star. Tiffany and her are very similar in a lot of ways. I'm not saying that wouldn't bode well for Mariah May in WWE, but they kind of already have their next Charlotte in Tiffany right now. I don't really know if there's a need for Mariah May currently in WWE. I think she can stay right where she is, continue to build her stock, and then come in and maybe in 3 years or so, if she wants to come in at all.
Yeah, like I said, I think we're kind of going in circles here, but yeah. I think she should go, but they said maybe 3 years and she comes over, but you mentioned Charlotte. She's at the tail end of her career. Bayley, who knows how much longer she'll be around. I mean, there are some old, like, Becky hasn't come back yet. So, like, yeah, we do have Bianca, Rhea, but, like, I mean, I think Mariah's done enough that, like, it's not like she really has to prove herself. I mean, she's got a track record, so I don't think it would take her too long to fit right in. But